What's going on, everybody? I'm Tony. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Honda Grom race bike build. Now, this video is going to be a little bit less race bikey and more just general maintenance-y. I've been having issues with the battery on my Grom for a little while now, and I figured it was time to go ahead and get that situated. Like any smart consumer here in 2020, especially a consumer in quarantine, thanks coronavirus, I took to the internet to see what I needed to get for battery for this little guy. I went to Revzilla, went to sportbiketrackgear.com, but like many of us, I ended up on Amazon. And what I found very quickly was that batteries for the Grom were kind of expensive. And if you know me, you'll know that the word expensive really doesn't fall all that well into my repertoire. So as I'm searching through Amazon, it starts and it's 60 bucks, 70 bucks. I think there was one on there for like 100 bucks, and I get it. The weight of the battery, obviously weight consumption and savings is massive, especially if you're gonna be racing the motorcycle, but still, that was a lot of money. I didn't really wanna spend that on a battery. Now, if I had to, I definitely would have, but as I scrolled down just a little bit, there was a battery for $22. Now, $22 I can get behind. Clicked it, opened it, and sure enough, it says Honda Grom, Z125 Kawasaki. So small bikes should work. But the very first comment says, if you have a 2014 Honda Grom, which that's what this is, said, don't buy this battery, it won't work. So naturally, I bought that battery. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get the old battery out of the Grom, make sure that it's not working. We'll go through some of the specifics on the Amazon battery, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully, we've got a bike that starts on its own power and I don't have to jump it. And you, again, get a really cheap battery, potentially, for your Honda Grom in the future. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so off camera, I went ahead and took off the OEM battery. The OEM battery is a USO YTZ 5S. Now the Amazon battery, different model number, and I think this is where it gets a little bit weird. YTX4L-BS. I'll go ahead and I'll make sure that I link that down below in the description. But with the OEM battery not holding a charge, one of the things that I wanted to do, I wanted to see if throwing it on the trickle charger would help. So I'm gonna get that back on the bike, try and crank it up, and if it won't, well then, again, fingers crossed that we can get the Amazon battery to work, that it starts up, and that it lasts for more than a day. But we'll go ahead, we'll get into that process, and we'll have some fun. So, moment of truth, got the OEM battery back on. See if I can't get, oh no. Nothing, all right. So that's completely dead. I'm gonna get this off and then throw the Amazon battery on there and hope for the best. Now, if you're watching this video because you wanna actually go through the whole process of how to change the battery, super simple. If you ever change the battery on a car, same idea, same concept. See this little metal bracket right here? All you gotta do, there is a 10mm bolt that you gotta remove, so I'll go ahead and get that out. You'll remove the battery itself, so you've got your negative terminal, you've got your positive terminal. Go ahead and start with the black wire, start with the left side, remove that, and then go ahead and remove the power side. But I'm gonna take off the OEM battery as mentioned, and then we'll throw that Amazon one on there. So here's our new battery. Again, YTX4L-BS, different model number. It's a different cold cranking amp, which I live in Texas, so the cold cranking amp shouldn't matter too much. I think that's one of the big reasons why it is a little bit cheaper. But Weize, I don't know how to pronounce it. Physical size, they're identical. Every single measurement on this is identical, 12 volt. This one's 12 volt, 3.5 AH. Again, I'm not a battery expert, don't really know what that means. This one is 12 volt, 3 AH. So I guess a little bit less starting power. It was $22, so I figured it was worth giving it a go. You get the battery packaged up, same deal, non-spill, and then you've also got some new bolts, nuts and bolts to go ahead and throw it on. So Installation is the exact opposite of the removal of the old battery. So to get this opened up, set up the camera, and we will see if we just saved ourselves, you know, 50, 60 bucks, or if we're just gonna have to buy an OEM battery anyway. So let's take a look, let's see. All right, so new battery's in, moment of truth. I'll get it started here in just a second, but as mentioned, installation is the exact opposite of removal. Just start with the positive terminal this time and then wrap up with the negative terminal. So start with red, end with black. My bike does have, or at least I have installed a little trickle charger. I'll get those thrown on there in just a second, but I want to see if this thing is going to start up before I do any of that. So yeah, let's do it. That's a good sound. All right. Yeah. So $22, brand new Grom battery. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. We'll test it. We'll see how long it goes. But that's a win. That's success in my book. All right, so that's gonna be the end of this video. If you have any questions, please feel free, go ahead and throw them down in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get back at you and help you out in any way that I can. Again, I'll make sure to link the information for this battery if you wanna go with it. Be my guest. Let me know how it works and how it runs. So with that said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you tune in for another one here in the future. But with that, I'm Tony. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.